Hello and welcome to this video on the science of climate change. Climate change is one of the biggest challenges facing our planet today, and it's essential that we understand the science behind it. Let's start by discussing what climate change is. Climate change refers to long-term changes in average temperature, precipitation, and other weather patterns in a region or globally. It's caused by an increase in greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, in the atmosphere. This increase in greenhouse gases is primarily caused by human activities, such as burning fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and other land use changes. The gases trap heat from the sun in the atmosphere, causing the Earth's temperature to rise. This increase in temperature leads to a variety of impacts, including rising sea levels, melting glaciers, changes in precipitation patterns, and more frequent and severe extreme weather events. The science of climate change is complex and involves many different disciplines, including atmospheric physics, biology, and oceanography. But the basic principles are straightforward and well established. Climate models, which simulate the Earth's climate, have been developed to help us understand and predict the impacts of climate change. These models take into account the Earth's energy budget, including the amount of energy entering the Earth from the Sun, and the amount of energy being reflected back into space. They also take into account the Earth's atmospheric composition and its ability to trap heat, or greenhouse gases. The models predict that the Earth's temperature will continue to rise in the coming decades, leading to a range of impacts, including more frequent heatwaves, droughts, and sea level rise. These impacts will have serious consequences for human populations, as well as for other species and ecosystems. However, it's not too late to take action. Reducing our emissions of greenhouse gases and transitioning to a low-carbon economy is essential to limit the impacts of climate change. There are many different strategies we can use, from increasing energy efficiency and transitioning to renewable energy sources, to protecting and restoring forests and other carbon sinks. It's also important to understand that climate change is a global problem, and it will require international cooperation and action to address it. This includes reducing emissions, adapting to the impacts of climate change, and supporting the most vulnerable populations. In conclusion, climate change is a serious threat to our planet, but by working together and taking action, we can limit its impacts and protect our future. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new about the science of climate change.